Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the eighth grade concept of congruence and transformations. This is standard 8.10b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 39 for the 2025 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we've got a quadrilateral JKLM transformed to form quadrilateral J prime, Q prime, L prime, M prime, and which transformation does not preserve congruence. So if you've got the definitions down for each of these, then most likely this is going to be pretty simple for you. But let's just draw a sketch for each of these. Let's start with our reflection over the x-axis. All right, so if we're going to do this reflection over the x-axis, I'm just going to kind of draw a quadrilateral, and let's just say it looks like this. All right, so I'm going to say J, K, L, M. If I were to reflect that over the x-axis, my x-axis is right here, and I'm simply going to flip. Reflection is a flip, so then it's going to just look like there is a mirror, and it comes down here. And then my J prime is going to come here, my K prime is going to come here. So all we're doing is flipping it, and it is what we call a rigid transformation. So a rigid transformation preserves congruence. It's the exact same shape. We're just flipping it in this case. So this one does not preserve congruence, so that one's not going to work. Neither can we say is the reflection over the y-axis, because it's going to do that same thing. So if we were to draw this, we were to draw our J, K, L, M. Instead of the x-axis, now we've got our y-axis, that's our vertical axis, and we're just going to flip. Once again, it's another reflection so that it just kind of looks like a mirror. And we've got our M here and our J here, and our K back here and our L back here, but these are our primes now. So we're going to use that little apostrophe to show that. Once again, it's a rigid transformation. So a flip or a reflection is not going to change the congruence, and we want one that does not preserve congruence. Okay, and so let's look at a dilation, a scale factor. All right, so let's assume that the origin is the center of our dilation. So I'm going to draw my JKLM here. So JKLM. Now when we dilate, what we do is we either scale up or scale down. This case, we're going to scale up because it's greater than 1. And so every side length is going to get 4 times longer. Okay? So it might be something like this. And I'm just going to kind of give you a guesstimate here, but it's going to kind of go like this. Let's make it a little bit longer. All right, so it's going to move a little bit farther away, a little bit higher. And this could be my J prime, my K prime, my L prime, and my M prime. Because if I look at my coordinate pairs, I multiply the X and the Y value by 4, which means each of my side lengths get 4 times longer. And that is not congruent. So dilations do not provide or do not preserve congruence. So this is definitely not rigid. So that is most likely our answer. Let's take a look at this last one. We have a clockwise rotation. And so we've got our J, K, L, M. Okay, and so we have our clockwise. So we're going to turn it. So it's not a flip, it is a turn. And it's going to be something like this. We're going to rotate it here. We're going to have J prime, M prime, L prime, and K prime. At least that's my rough sketch. Same exact shape. We are keeping our size. We're changing the orientation. We're simply rotating around. But it is another rigid transformation. It does not scale up or scale down, which means it is that dilation. Dilation makes the shape not congruent. It is similar and proportional, but it is not congruent, which means that is going to be our answer C. Dilation with a scale factor 4 does not preserve congruence.